Today we are going to discuss about number systems and conversion from one number system to another. Why do we need number systems? Actually, unknowingly we are using the number system in daily life. The number system we use in our daily life is decimal number system. Okay. How to identify the particular number system? So it is based on the base or radix that particular number system uses. Okay, if the for example the decimal number system uses the base 10 or radix 10. What does this base or radix represent means? It represents the number of symbols used by the specific number system. Okay, for example decimal number system uses the base 10. So 10 different symbols used by the decimal number system, that is ranging from 0 to 9. Okay, which means in decimal number system numbers will be formed in the combinations of 0 to 9. You can see the example. For example, 5379.25. You can form any number using the combination of these 10 digits or 10 symbols called 0 to 9. Okay. Similarly, you can have another number system called as a binary number system. Binary number system is exclusively used by the computers. We know that computers understand everything in terms of zeros and ones. Okay. So binary number system uses the base or radix 2. So base or radix 2 means it is going to use two distinct symbols called 0 and 1. So all the binary numbers will be formed by using the combinations of 0 and 1. You can see the example 100, 10, 11.101101. Okay, this is some example for a binary number system. The other number system called as an octal number system. It uses the radix or base 8. So 8 distinct symbols of octal number system is 0 ranging from 0 to 7. You can see here an example of I have written as 526.70. And one more important number system that differs from the other three number system is called as an hexadecimal number system. It uses the base or radix 16. So it is having an 16 different symbols ranging from 0 to 9 and A to letters A to F. 0 to 10 symbols and letters A to F represent the digits 11 to 15. Okay. So they may ask in questions, which of the number system uses the letters as the symbols? Then you should answer that number system is called as an hexadecimal number system. Okay. So this is about the number systems that we are going to discuss. Now we are going to discuss about how the conversion is being made from one number system to another. Okay. Okay. Conversion of number systems can be categorized into four ways. First one is conversion from decimal number system to other number systems. Okay. Other number systems I mean it for binary, octal, hexadecimal or any number system of any base or radix. Okay. As far as we concerned, as of now for the discussion we are going to convert from decimal to binary, octal and hexadecimal. Second category is conversion from other number systems to decimal. Third one is conversion from binary to octal number system, and vice versa. Vice versa means octal to binary number system. Okay, and finally conversion from binary to hexadecimal and vice versa. Vice versa means the reverse, that is conversion from hexadecimal to binary. Okay, these are all the general 4 categories of conversion. As far as today's lecture concerned, we are going to take up only the first 2 conversion categories. Okay, rest of the 2 conversion categories we'll see in the subsequent video lectures. Okay, first we'll discuss about the first category, that is called as a conversion from decimal number system to other number systems. Okay, so this is the first category we are going to see. There is a procedure, there is a standard procedure for converting from decimal number system to other number system. What is this means? You have to separate it into for integer part and fractional part of a number. For an integer part, what you need to do is, you need to divide by the base or radix of the number system to which the given decimal number has to be converted. For example, I am trying to convert our decimal number system to binary. Then what I have to do? I have to divide the integer part of a decimal number by base 2, right? Then the accumulation of the remainders in the reverse order would be the result. Okay. For the fractional part, what I will do? I will multiply the fractional part by the base to which the particular number system has to be converted. For example, if I want to convert to binary number system, means I will multiply the fractional part of a decimal number by 2 until I get a whole number. Then I will write down the values in the forward order. Okay. So this is the standard procedure for the conversion from decimal number system to other number system. Once again I will repeat. So we need to split the procedure for integer part and fractional part. For integer part, you need to divide by the base of the number system to which it has to be converted. Accumulation of the remainders would be the result. For fractional part, you need to multiply by the base of a number system to which the number has to be converted. Then we need to write the values in the forward order. Okay. Then we need to combine the integer part result and fractional part result to get the corresponding equivalent. Okay. Now we will see through an example so that you can easily understand this part. Conversion of decimal number system to other number system. We will take the same number, same decimal number. Okay. Convert 56.125. So remember, you have to specify the base under the suffix. This tells you that this number is a decimal number. Convert the decimal number to binary, octal and hexadecimal. Okay, and hexadecimal. The procedure is very same. First we will do it for conversion of decimal numbers to binary. So I have told you now, so you have to do it separately for an integer part and fractional part. What is the integer part? 56. Fractional part is 0.125. For integer part, what we need to do? 56.125 base 10 to binary, right? Now we are going to do this. So 56. For integer part, we need to divide by the base to which the number has to be converted. Now we are trying to convert to binary, right? So divide by 2 the integer part. 22s are 56, remainder 0. 14 2s are 28, remainder 0. 7 2s are 14, remainder 0. 3 2s are 6, remainder 1. 1 2s are 2, remainder 1. We cannot we cannot divide further. Okay, so this is the step. We need to stop and we need to write the bits, binary digits in this way, in this order. Okay, so what is the integer part? 1 1 1, that is triple 1, triple 1, triple 0, right? Now we have completed the integer part. Now we need to do it for fractional part, that is 0.125. For fractional part, what we need to do? We need to multiply by the base to which the number has to be converted. Here we need to multiply by 2 because we are converting to binary. 5 2s are 10, 2 2s are 4 5, 1 2s are 2, 0.250, that is 0.250. 0.125 into 2 is 0.250. Similarly, you need to take the, so are we getting a whole number? No. So we need to repeat by taking the fractional part. What is the fractional part? 0.250. 0.250 into 2. What will be getting? 0.50. So still we didn't get a whole number. Repeat it. 0.50. You need to repeat. You need to go on multiplying until you get a whole number. 0.50 into 2 is nothing but 1. Right? So we have gotten whole number here. This is the point. You need to stop. Now we need to write the values in this order. This value, you need to neglect the fractional part in this calculation. So we need to write it in the forward order. That is triple 0 is an integer part value. We need to combine this value, that is 0 0 1, and put the suffix in order to know that we have converted the given number to binary. Okay, so this is called as a decimal to binary. Now we are going to repeat, or we are going to solve the same problem for converting to what? Octal. Okay, convert 56.125 base 10 to octal. Okay, right? Here what we need to do for our decimal part, what we need to do? We need to divide by the base to which the number has to be converted. So octal number base is 8 now, right? So we need to divide it by that. So 7 8s are 56. So remainder is 0. So that's it, 70. Fractional part we have found it 70. So we need to find the we have found out the integer part. Now we need to find the fractional part, that is 0.125. 0.125 into 8. What is the value? 5 8s are 40. 2 8s are 16 plus 4 20. 1 8s are 8. So 10. So that is 1.00. So we have got the whole number at the first point itself. Okay, we have got the whole number in the first step itself. Okay, so what is that? 1. So we have to 70.1 base 8. Okay, so this is the answer for octal to decimal number system. Okay, right? Now we'll do it for hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Okay, same procedure. 56 divide by the base to which the number has to be converted. How many times 16? 3 6 are 3 16s are 48. So remainder is 8. So 38. So you can further divide by 16, right? So this is the last step. So 38 for integer part. What about 0.125 into 16? I think it is going to be 2000, right? You can divide it by multiply it by 125 into 16. 5 6 are 30, 2 6 are 5, 1 6 are 750. So 125, 0, 10, 10, 2. Yeah, 2 point. This becomes 2.00. So this is also coming at the first step itself. We have got the whole number here. Okay. They have how we are identifying whole number means they are all the decimal digits are 0. Okay. So the answer is 38.2 base 16. So these are what works for the decimal to hexadecimal. So I think we can note it down, all the values we have found out. For binary it is 11100.101, right? Correct? Yeah. Then for hexadecimal it is 70.1 base 8. Sorry, for octal it is 70.1 base 8. For hexadecimal it is 38.2 base 16. Now we are going for a second category of conversion, that is converting from other number systems to what? Decimal number system. That is convert 11100.101 base to decimal. I am explaining this through an example itself. If this is the case, converting from other number system to decimal number system, what you need to do is you need to multiply each digit of a particular number system by interval power of its own base. Okay. Here I am trying to convert from binary to octal. What I will do is I will multiply each binary digit by integral power of 2. This is 0th place, 1's place, 2's place, 3's place, and so on. For decimal, what will happen? This is 0th place means this becomes minus 1's place, minus 2's place, and minus 3's place. Okay. What I have told, you have to multiply each digit by integral power of the base. Here the base is 2, so 1 into 2 power minus 3, that is 1 by 8, right? Okay. Yeah. 1 by 8. Then 0 into 2 power minus 2, which is nothing but 0. Okay. 1 by 8 is nothing but I think 0.625. I will take an example. Then 1 into 2 power minus 1, that which is nothing but 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5, right? Which is nothing but 0.5. Then 0 into 2 power 0 is 0. 0 into 2 power 1, 0. 0 into 2 square, 0. 1 into 2 cube is 8. 1 into 2 power 4 is 16. 1 into 2 power 5 is 32, right? Is it clear? You have to right? What is 1 by 8? 1 by 8 1 by 8 we have to check whether it is 0.625, 0.1 because 10, okay, 2, 0, 1. Okay, we can divide it 10. 10 means how many times? 1 8s are 2. Remainder is 2. 2 zeros. 2 8s are okay. It is 0.125, not 0.625. 1 by 8 is 0.125. Okay. So what is the result? Now we need to form this sum. Okay. This is 5. So this 0.5 should be in the same league of 1, right? So 0.625. Here what you will be getting? 48, 56. So 56.625 base 10. That is our 56.625 base 10 is our I've taken different binary value here. So 56.625 base 10 is our decimal number. What you need to do is you need to multiply each binary digit by integral power of 2. If you are asked to convert from octal to decimal number system, we need to multiply each octal digit by integral power of 8. And it is very same for 16. Now we will do it for the octal and hexadecimal. Okay. Okay, 70 convert 70.1 base 8 to decimal. Okay, so this procedure is very same. We need to multiply each octal digit by integral power of 8. So we know that this is 0th place, this is 1th place. So 0th place means decimal digit place, first decimal place will be starting from -1, -2 and so on. Here 1 into 8 power -1, which is nothing but 1 by 8, which is equal to 0.125. Okay, then 0 into 8 power 0, which is nothing but 0. Then 7 into 8 power 1, which is nothing but 8 power 1 is 8. So 7 into 8 are 56, right? 56. So what we are getting? We are getting back our 56.125. So this is the answer. 56.125 base 10 is the equivalent decimal number for the octal number 70.1 base 8. Okay. Then now we will take the hexadecimal number. Okay. The procedure is very simple. If it is an hexadecimal number, so what we need to do? We need to multiply each hexadecimal digit by integral power of 16 and we need to form the sum. That sum will give the desired result. Okay. So 38.2. So 2 into 16 power -1, which is nothing but 2 by 16. 2 by 16 means 1 by 8, which is equal to 0.125. Okay, then 8 into 16 power 0. We know that anything power 0, any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, then 3 into 16 power 1, which is nothing but 3 into 16. 3 into 16 is nothing but, 8 into 16 power 0 is, 16 power 0 is 1. So 8 into 16 power 0 is 8. Any number to the power 0 is 1. So 8 into 1 is 8. So 3 into 16 power 1 is nothing but 3 into 16 is 48. Okay. Then you form the sum. What you will be getting? 0.125 and then 56. So the answer is 56.125 base 10. Once again I will repeat the procedure for other number system to decimal. Simply you need to multiply each digit by integral power of the same base. Then we need to form the sum. That sum will give the desired result in the decimal number system. Okay. Thank you.